What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And before I go out to base for the day to work, yeah, this cowlick is going to drive me nuts all day, even though I brushed the crap out of it. It seems that the Italian media is not happy with myself and OC Motivator and Butter the Insider. You already know I don't give two F's, right? What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. I'm going to put this article up here. Comes from a website I've never heard from before, but I got like 30 emails about it, so let me address it real quick. Let me also just say this. A lot of these smaller publications, including those in Italy, reach out to me on a daily basis, basically saying, like, anything you can tell us, anything you can give us, we would appreciate it so we can write articles, because we love our brands over here too, and they use we're one big family. But then you get the ones like this who, how do I say this? I don't want to be completely petty. I know you guys are like, be petty, be petty, be petty. But I like to call them, how do I say this? That's advertiser for eggplant riders. Yeah. As you can see on the article, is Stellantis really working on a new V8 engine? Now, here's the thing. Tim Kuniskis just came back to Ram, okay? Is back in the fold at Stellantis. And the Italians aren't happy about it. Now, it shocks me because, he at one point made some of those Italian brands, which are now part of Stellantis, popular and profitable. Tim Kuniskis has been all over the company. It wasn't just that he ran Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. I believe he had something some input to do with Maserati and Alfa Romeo as well, right? So I think he was the North American CEO or whatever for Alfa Romeo at one point. And like head of dealers or some other stuff. You think you'd be happy that he's back because he could put the performance back in your vehicles. But some of these Europeans are dense, would be one way to put it. Because there's a reason their brands suck right now. Nobody's buying them. They're not selling shit. And it's because they're boring. Sorry. People don't want to hear that, but they're boring. Here's the difference. Everywhere in the world, and there was just a YouTuber, Sinclair's something. I'll have to get his Instagram and tag it in the description. But he literally took his Dodge Challenger with the Hemi in it all over the world. Literally drove it across continents. Everywhere in the world, everybody knew that car. Because it was a Dodge. Even though it wasn't a Hellcat, it was just a Scat Pack. Everybody was like, oh my God, it's a Hellcat. It's a Hellcat. Everybody knows a Dodge. Especially that one. You could literally take a Maserati Ghibli and try to do the same thing, or a Levante, or insert other Alpha / Maserati vehicles, and nobody would care, and nobody would know, in most cases, what the hell that is. And that's the facts. But let's get to this article. Rumors about the development of a new V8 engine at Stellantis have been circulating for months. Rumors. Butter the Insider broke the story on a dual overhead cam V8 like a year and a half ago And it was confirmed by their CEOs that they were working on one. So, rumors, okay, cool. And even more so since the resignation of Carlos Tavares, fueled by certain American media and YouTubers. Yeah, us, I'm going to get that merch up, man. Us third-rate YouTubers that's literally broke every story for Stellantis in the last, 6 months? Nobody else was talking about Tim Kuniskis coming back to the company. Me. Nobody else talked about the new engines. Butter the Insider was a year and a half ahead on that. So, anyways, is it true or just baseless speculation? The current situation at Stellantis. Before exploring this rumor, let's take a look at the combustion engines currently in production at Stellantis. In Europe, the largest engine used by the group to date is a V6, including the 2.9/3.0 liter V6, which equips models such as the Quadrifoglio and the Maserati versions, such as the MC20 and Trofeo. In addition to this engine, Stellantis offers the new GME 3.0 liter T6, an inline-six engine derived from GMA T4, available mainly on the U.S. market. Speculation about a potential new V8 engine comes largely from the American media and YouTubers. The latter claim that Stellantis is developing a V8 in greatest secrecy. No, nobody said it was secret. If it was secret, I wouldn't know about it. Butter the Insider wouldn't know about it. Specifically for its Dodge models. However, this information remains unclear. What's important to understand is that the American media aren't actually confirming an ongoing development. We're not, okay. If I tell you that there's an engine in development being built or being tested by Dodge, i.e. Stellantis, I think that's confirming ongoing development. I don't know. I understand that sometimes people can be a little slow, but yeah. But rather, speculating on the subject. They don't talk about proven facts, but ask questions. Why should Stellantis work on a new V8? Or why would a V8 be necessary for Stellantis models? I don't do that. I talk about facts over here. In fact, I talk about the fact that John Elkann flew to the United States, made a phone call that first time with Tim Kuniskis. Then I talked about as he went over there to go fix y'all's disaster that's Maserati over there in friggin' Italy right now and save your friggin' jobs over there in Italy, that he then does another phone call and accepts, offers the job to Tim Kuniskis 2 days before. So here's the thing. I'm not here to toot my horn about my sources or anything else. But unlike a lot of the print media or the legacy media, they're behind. Even I have friends at Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal right now that laugh, send me emails every day when I publish something, and they go, I'm gonna get this from your sources in a couple of days, aren't I? Yep. And what happens? They do. Or it becomes news. And then they go, how did you know about this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? It's called journalism. Actually, it's called intelligence, but it's literally just doing journalism, asking questions. Something that maybe you guys in Italy that have little websites should do. It's surprising what the people at companies like Stellantis will tell you if you merely ask the question. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Wasn't just this one, though. I saw that one, and then there was another one from Club Alpha.it. Yeah, clubalpha.it, so another Italian site. Is Stellantis developing a V8 for its muscle cars? And they get into a lot of, sorry for the coughing, guys. I'm doing better with it. It's still, but the tickle in my throat is just aggravating me. They talk about it in here, but they don't come from it in a perspective of they're like questioning us third-rate YouTubers who've been right on everything from layoffs, products, testing, failures of vehicles, pushbacks of releases of vehicles, who's getting hired, who's getting fired, all of that. But we're just third-rate YouTubers, right? Here's the last thing I can tell my Italian friends in the media. Stellantis doesn't have to create another V8. You know that, right? You know, with the existing models of the Charger, they can take the Hellcat 6.2 engine Hemi that's still being built right now, or the 6.4 liter Hemi, and drop them in those cars. You know that, right? They can also put them in trucks. And if you don't think, if you're an automotive reporter, if you're an automotive, if you do speculation on automotive at all, even if you're European, and just to be clear, it's not like people will be like, oh, he just hates European stuff. As a BMW guy, long time before I was a Dodge guy. So miss me with that shit. Have a Maserati Ghibli. Miss me with that. All right? I don't hate on the Europeans. I'm Irish. First generation American. My family's from there. Nice try. That said, they don't have to develop a new V8. They can drop old V8s in everything. So I implore my Italian media friends that write for these websites, do your research. Ask questions. Do some simple math. Some of this is you get the information and you make educated guesses. 99% of the time, they're correct. It's called journalism. Y'all should try it sometime. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.